Hello and welcome to this episode of the Richness of Harmony. Today I have with me, once again, my very good friend and my workout instructor for the past 20 years, Dana Brown. Dana never fails to amaze me. There's always something new that she's doing. She's always looking to grow, to improve, and I think she is a truly dedicated professional that really wants to bring the best to her clients when it comes to fitness, to lifestyle, to nutrition. So when Dana shared with me one of her new ventures, I really wanted to share it with you. So welcome, Dana Brown. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me, Sylvia. It was a really nice introduction. I appreciate it.
Oh, well, I'm so honored and so appreciative to have had you in my life for the past 20 years and hopefully for the next 20, 40, 60 years.
At least.
Yes. I know. And I have watched you through the years evolve so much and change and constantly get better and try something different. I've seen your physical body evolve. I've seen how you are as a person evolve. And I think that you're always just studying and learning the newest trends and the newest ideas and the healing modalities. Yes. And so when you shared with me your new Harmony venture, I want to share it with our friends.
Thank you. I appreciate that because I want to share it with the world. So, so this Harmony program is really just a product of my experience, my personal experience combined with my professional experience. So, as you know, I've been a personal trainer my whole adult life, almost 30 years, and I worked with women. I've always worked with women, many women, and my path led me to Pilates. And so over the years, I was a solo parent and trying to juggle my life with taking care of other people, preaching about wellness, but not always practicing it for myself, the whole self-care, self-love, because at the end of the day, I wasn't filling my cup. And we always say you can't pour from an empty cup, but you can, just not forever. And not really well.
Okay.
And right, so so many of us do. We just kind of plug along and just do what we can, and at the end of the day, there's not always a lot of time for us. So for me, Harmony is an experience. It's a way for people who are really run down and not making time for themselves to create something new for themselves and learn about themselves. Right. And reach their fitness goals.
Well, yeah, and I love because what you shared with me too is that Harmony is actually going to touch their senses, right? Many different senses. So it's not just the workout, but would you share a little bit about the whole concept of Harmony and what it entails?
Absolutely. So everyone has these goals that we set for ourselves, these physical goals that we want to reach, whether it's losing weight or running a marathon or just, reaching goals, and we tend to self-sabotage. So we don't realize it, we don't mean it, but we do it. So the point of Harmony is to release blockages that we've created in our bodies so that we can actually reach our goals. We have 7 chakra points in our bodies. Think of it as energy that runs through our bodies freely. And sometimes life can cause blockages, whether it's something traumatic, or we just we create fears, or guilt, or shame, or we tell ourselves truths that aren't truth, and it creates issues for us. So we know, let's say if our goal is to lose 5 pounds, we know that we have to move every day, and we have to eat well, and monitor our sugar intake and alcohol intake, and eat foods that are high vibrational, that are nutritious. And then we'll go to a party and there's cake there, and all of that goes out the window and we sabotage. And then we have to ask ourselves why we're doing these things. So by removing these blockages, by connecting to our chakras and understanding where these blockages are come from, we can release them.
No, I love it. But now, will you give us the overview of Harmony? So what do we get? Let's say we want to engage in this whole new venture that you're doing. What does it all entail?
So it's an experience for your senses. The first The first thing is creating the space. I actually brought some things here to.
Oh, good.
So it's an experience for all of our senses. If you are creating a space for yourself in your home to exercise, it should be appealing. It should be a place where you want to be, not a dusty corner of your basement covered in cobwebs. So make it a space that works for you. Light some candles, put out some essential oils, use essential oils. This is lavender, which is calming. If you spray this on your yoga mat, it will obviously create the sense of calm, but you can use peppermint or eucalyptus that are more energizing. Lemon helps to build confidence. So that's the first thing, is creating an experience for all of your senses, which is what I do with my students. So we've got candles lit, we've got the essential oils in the air, we spray the mats, and we create an intention, which is really an important part of this.
But now, is Harmony going to walk us through, like, so when you talk about lighting your candles or having your scents, is Harmony going to walk us through, like, for instance, let's say I want to work on the heart chakra and I want to do your Harmony version of a heart chakra opening. What does that come with, or what will it teach me, or what comes along?
So the class is set up in a way that we target every chakra in the body. We start with the root chakra, which is the base, and move our way up through every single one. A really cool aspect of this program is our DJ, Olivia, has created some amazing tracks. Her background, she's been studying sound healing meditation, and the certain sound frequencies line up with the chakras to help release those blockages and help the energy flow. So the music correlates with the chakra that we're focusing on.
I love that, because I think sound is so healing and sound is so powerful.
It truly is. It's so important to listen to music, expose yourself to music that raises your vibration, because that's really what it's all about. It's releasing blockages that help to create this higher vibrational version of yourself.
Yeah, and thinking through it, and I actually just listened to a podcast myself that was talking about when you are in your truth, you're in your highest vibration. And I think that the way that you get to your truth is by doing your yoga, your meditation, your flowing, and having the mind-body connection. So I love what you're saying.
Yes, being true to yourself and valuing yourself. And at the end of the day, it comes down to self-love. If you're always showing yourself self-love, it will radiate in every aspect of your life.
Yeah.
But that's the key. It has to be in every aspect of your life, right?
I love that.
Yes.
I love that. So again, so walk me through. So let's say
it's movement.
Movement. Okay, so there's going to be a yoga component.
So the warm-up will consist of an energizing track that helps you connect to your root chakra, helps you feel grounded and focused and mindful. So you forget about everything going on outside in the world and take this time to focus on yourself for your workout. And the root chakra is very energizing, so it is a strong, powerful workout. We're doing exercises like lunges and squats that target our larger muscle groups. The next chakra is the sacral chakra. It's in the pelvis area. It often gets blocked by guilt. And so if we do exercises that help us unlock the pelvis, that will help us release that. And my background is Pilates. So in addition to focusing on the energy blockages, each exercise will also incorporate the Pilates principles.
I love that. And you do teach that quite well. So I think that is going to be such a gift for people.
Yes, it's important. So we don't necessarily have to do classical Pilates exercises to really reap the benefits. The 6 principles of Pilates, do you remember what they are? I'm always rattling them off.
Yes, tell us.
I'll just
tell
say,
us.
Control, concentration, coordination, breath, flow, and precision. So if you're thinking about all 6 of those things, obviously with the proper cueing coming from the instructor, if you apply all of those principles to your movement, it becomes very intentional, your alignment is correct, and you get a lot more out of your exercises. So women especially tend to store a lot of emotional tension in our hips. So when we move up from the root chakra to the sacral chakra, we really focus on releasing and opening up our hips. And for a lot of people, that's something brand new that they've never done before.
Right. I love that. And then from there we go to
The next one, solar plexus,
Plexus,
yes, which is the center of the abdomen, higher between your ribs. And in Pilates, we focus on the powerhouse a lot. That's what we call this section of the body, this box. And by focusing on our solar plexus and releasing those blockages there, that helps to empower us. And if your core is strong, you stand taller, your confidence improves, it just affects every way you move, every part of your body.
Absolutely. I do remember your teaching and telling me that even when you're at the supermarket or you are driving in the car, you could still be working on your core and improving and holding it in such a way that you're actually having positive benefits for your body.
Absolutely. And it's not just about aesthetics and what your body looks like. When you're hunching over and you're not creating space within your torso, you don't have as much room for your organs, fresh oxygen, fresh blood. So it's just a matter of creating more space in your body so you can breathe fully, bringing oxygen to every cell in your body.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And before we go a little further too, are you going to do a little bit of meditation too? There'll be a meditation component.
Yes, absolutely. So each track, each song that we focus, each chakra that we focus on will begin with some sound bowls, which I actually brought my little sound bowl here. So our DJ Olivia is really well versed with this. I am not as much, but the different sounds correlate with the different frequencies. So the tracks will begin with these beautiful sounds. We'll set intentions, we'll get connected to that chakra, and then get into the movement.
I mean, that's beautiful. I mean, I hear that vibrating now, and you can feel it going through you. It's lovely.
It's such a nice vibration, and it is calming.
It is.
Right?
It is. I actually have one at home. I have to take mine out. Now you've inspired me.
Yes.
To take it out. So that's fantastic. And, I think, you and I have spoken about this in the past. I think, too, that quite often, your workouts could be your meditation in motion, too.
Correct. Yes, that's what it is. It's meditation in motion. So many of us think we can't meditate, but if you can take 3 deep breaths, you're meditating, right?
Right.
And learning how to meditate, learning how to become more mindful through movement is super helpful for many people. Yeah. So as we move up through the chakras, we move up into our heart chakra, gets blocked by heartache, grief. So we do exercises that help to open up the chest, right up into the throat chakra, which is our more empowering track. We like to do more cardio during that one to help find your inner voice. Right up.
Hopefully open it, right? Because I think especially as women, we tend to block. We don't like to say anything that's going to upset anybody or hurt anybody, and we tend to hold things in a lot. So that is going to be a really good one to work on.
Yeah, find your voice.
Right.
And then right up into the third eye chakra, which is your intuition. And a lot of us lose that, right? Over time, it gets buried.
Or we ignore it. Right? We choose to ignore it.
Mm-hmm. What do you say? The heart whispers and the mind screams?
Yeah, I always say that the beauty of meditation and getting quiet and getting deep with self is that the mind screams and the heart whispers. So you really do need to get quiet so you can quiet that mind. So because your heart really is holding the message that your soul, your purpose really wants you to know.
Yes.
But again, you need to. It's hard to get to it if you're not quieting that mind. By the way, the mind to me is very ego-based. And it's not bad, it's meant to protect you, but the mind's always reminding you what hasn't worked out in the past, how it may not work out, how things happen to you because it's you, or of course this is not going to work out for you. It's just these negative, like you talked about in the beginning, these messages that we have that we really need to reprogram because they're not accurate messages.
Right, patterns or belief systems that don't belong to us, they belong to other people. And then after our third eye chakra, we finish the class with opening our crown chakra, which is the final meditation. So that's a great way to do a full body relaxation or full body scan, I call it. Mm-hmm. So we lie down and I talk you through it. We start at the bottom, the base with the toes and work our way all the way up and just bring our awareness to every body part, and you can physically feel everything just releasing. And it's just a great way to learn how to meditate.
That sounds beautiful. Now, how long will each of the different chakras or the different segments last?
Each track is about 6 to 8 minutes long. So the whole class ends up being 40 to 45 minutes.
So in one class, are you hitting all of the different chakras, or is there going to be a themed class for each of the different chakras?
Right, the general harmony class is, it works every chakra. But that being said, we will be doing weeks where we really focus in on one chakra at a time. So even though the whole class will target each chakra, there'll be a main focal point.
Yeah.
So like a focal point of the week will be the heart chakra. So the discussion throughout the class will be around the heart chakra.
Yeah, no, I love that because we do tend to get blocked, like you said. So I love that all the chakras, right? Because you need them all to be opened, right? To be flowing and working, the best
Keep
that
the
they
energy
can.
flowing at all times. We just store so much emotional and mental tension physically, whether it be in the hips, the shoulders, the neck, the jaw. And so it just creates this overall awareness of your body and space.
Yeah, no, I love it. Now, will you be giving like cues too, or will there be something where people that want to follow and do the harmony that you're offering, and they're doing it maybe at home, how do they know in terms of scents and colors or how they should be surrounding their environment?
Right, so because this is something that I firmly believe will help people tremendously, I want to be able to reach people in their homes. So if they're not local and they can't do it with us in person, they have the ability to do it on their own. So we're creating a kit that people can purchase and create their space.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. Oh, I also have this, we'll be incorporating this to the eye mask, which will be an essential oil based eye mask for the meditation at the end.
Oh, that is beautiful. You're so thoughtful. You always have all the details.
Try. And then, of course, an herb to cleanse the air. This is sage, Palo Santo. So this will assist people in creating their space, but then we're available for private coaching too, over Zoom to help them with that. And then we're creating digital classes so people can just download them onto their phone and prop us up next to them and do the whole program on their own.
So when is this launching? Because I can't wait to start. I'm so excited.
Just getting the final details together, so within the next couple of weeks, for sure.
I think
So
it's going
excited.
to be a huge hit. I don't think anybody's really combining music with movement in terms of healing modalities, right?
Right.
And I think that the music part, it's hard to really kind of capture the right tracks and capture. So I love that you're going to be capturing the classes and the exercises that bring the essence of that chakra or these chakras, right?
Right.
Clearing.
And using the specific frequencies that are designed to open those specific chakras. So that's what makes this so incredibly unique and productive. Because at the end of the day, that's really what this is all about. Being productive, reaching our goals,
Yeah.
feeling good, practicing self-love.
Yeah, and I love the chakras. So the book that I had written, The Richness of Divorce, really talks about the 7 chakras, and it's about how when you're going through a painful transition, how to tap into those chakras for healing, and the importance of tapping into and clearing the chakras. So I am such a huge believer, and for me, I think there might be another book just about, again, tapping into chakras as you're going through any kind of healing. And I would love to refer people to harmony as they're going through it, right? Because I don't know, I mean, as much as I am a trained meditation teacher, I've trained under Deepak Chopra, and I love it. But I do say that in going to your classes, and that is really my time to heal. I mean, you do a great job at cueing, and I think of you, right, when you're cueing. So I don't really need to be thinking about too much other than your words, but in the meantime, I could be quieting my mind. And I leave your classes sometimes, and I feel like I've just done therapy. It's been
I
like,
was just going to say, it's so therapeutic. I feel movement is very underrated when it comes to just wellness. It's non-negotiable. We have to move every single day. I'm not a person that will say, it's okay, you can work out 2 days a week. No, you don't necessarily have to do a full Pilates class or a high intensity interval training class for an hour every day, but you have to move your body.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You have to keep the energy moving, whether it's a 10-minute walk or just some jumping jacks or walking up and down a flight of stairs a few times or just dancing in your kitchen and shaking for a little while, but you have to move your body.
Yeah, no, like tomorrow I have a crazy day. I have a couple of Zoom meetings and I'm driving my son to the airport and then coming back and a couple of things. And I thought about you, like it really resonated when you had said to me, movement every day. And I do believe that. I know that I feel and operate better when I'm doing something every day. But I was trying to figure out, actually on my way here to the studio, like how am I going to carve out time, right, to work out tomorrow? And I would love to have that harmony, where I can just log on and do it in my home and get it in a nice space. And, it's probably tomorrow for me would have to be after hours. So that is going to be, I think, a phenomenal tool for people, because there is no excuse then, because you can do it, at your leisure.
Right, and you don't have to do the full 40 to 45 minute class either. If you're feeling really tense in your upper body, each chakra workout each exercise segment will be broken down into each video. So you could just pop in, let's say your heart chakra, and work on your upper body for a little while for 7 minutes. And there's a workout. And you could do that in the morning before you even head out for the airport.
I love
7 minutes.
I love. Okay, so before we wrap up, too, tell me a little bit about. I know that I tend to come to your morning sessions. I love to work out in the morning. To me, it's like the best way to start my day. I feel like I've done something to take care of me, right, to fill my cup.
Good way to jumpstart the day.
So it can fill everyone else's. But do you have any advice around, best times to work out or?
The best time is when it works for you. Mm-hmm. Our lives are so busy and scheduled and unique. Everyone's schedule is unique, so you have to find what works for you. Ideally, if you can get it out of the way first thing in the morning, it's a great way to rev your metabolism. There's just so many benefits just starting your day that way. But if it doesn't work out, that's okay. Any time of day will work. A quick lunchtime, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. I call them exercise snacks throughout the day. So 5 minutes here while you're waiting in the car to pick up your child from sport, get out of the car, do some laps around the parking lot. It sounds silly, but
I've done it.
Yeah, it all adds up.
It feels good. It does.
Yeah, and then at night, just even a 5-minute stretch feels so good before you lie down and calms your nervous system.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Well, Dana, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for sharing, and we're all so excited to hear about Harmony. And, and I did want to end because I think it's, Harmony will fall under, I would think, your overall brand, which I love. The B, Mind Body.
B, Mind Body Fitness.
Fantastic. So, right?
Live in harmony. I feel like we're all trying to have balance all the time, but sometimes that's not possible. We can't have everything in balance. Certain parts of our life take up more time than others, absorb more of our time. So it's all about living in harmony and being comfortable with where you are.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I'll end with, you and I talked about that, like life is like a classroom, and you know what? It's challenging. We all get thrown curveballs and challenges and surprises, sometimes good, sometimes not so good. So the beauty of this is it'll be a good way to kind of, I feel, get back and get grounded and get peaceful, right? Because as much as we love to have a calm sea, like when we're thinking about our emotions, it's not always that way, right? But I believe that this is a tool to create stillness and calmness.
Yes, and feel good with the ebbs and flows of life, no matter what's going on.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Dana, for being here. And Dana Brown for Being Mind Body Fitness. Thank you, Dana.